All right, gorgeous morning. I keep running into these covey of quails, little families. There's these really cool, like, super yellow bumblebees. Yeah, I think he's dead. Watch. Did he move? Ooh, he is alive. All right, I'm on my way to the trailhead for Etna. I don't know how many more miles I got, but it's quite a ways. We've been climbing a lot today, and a lot of ups and downs, but some like apparently one of the steepest climbs we've had on the whole trail is coming up. And I want to show you ahead of me right now. So if you look here, here's the trail, and it's all exposed going up. It's not switchbacks or anything, but it's a pretty good grade, but it's just that it's out in the sun. And it's been doing a lot of this all day long. No big, you know, it's just sharing with you what we got, what we're doing, all part of the trail. We'll just knock it out. That's all there's to it. See you down the trail. Oh, look at the size of this guy. Damn. This guy's huge.
Big ass bumblebee.
Yeah, he's huge. Look at the size of him.
Holy shit, that's a fat ass bumblebee.
All right. Knocked it out. If you look over here, that's where we were. This part down here, the trail over there on that side, there wasn't even a trail. There were just bushes had grown over. They haven't done trail maintenance in forever. Trail maintenance had been clearly neglected, and people were just stepping on branches and stuff to create a trail. That's kind of wackadoodle. Look at that big burn section there, and then some beautiful mountains out here. I don't know if you can see this up here, but look at the crest up there, nice and rigid. A lot of hard, jaggedy rock formations. Man, ooh, I see some snowbanks. Wish they were over here. I'd make a trail slushy. Yep, and you see the haze. It's not as clear as it was a few days ago. And onward we go. All right, I gotta say oops, because I came around that next turn, and there we go. Keep going up there. That wasn't the end. Oops. Lots more climb. See you in a bit. All right. I think I hit the peak this time. I mean, there might be a few feet left around the corner, but the big one that we're in for, woo! Sorry, not much sleep. Way down there. Knocked it out. All right, I got to the little top. I don't know what you call it. It's not really a saddle. It's kind of a point. Here is where we were. Come up from way down there in the bottom. By the way, that was steep, and what it does is it gives me a lot of calf and tendon Achilles stretching. I really let them stretch out on that stuff. Feels good. And this is the other side, going down in here, so I may get some shade because there are trees in here. Clearly there was a fire here not too long ago, or I don't know how many years ago, but there's a live forest as well. But I'm hoping I'll get a little bit of shade. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Apparently we got one more climb coming before I finally head down to the trailhead to Etna. And that climb is supposed to be the nastiest of them all. So guess what? It's just another day at the office. Take it as it comes and knock it out. And then when I get into Etna, if anything's open, I'm gonna go get me a root beer float. Sounds so good. All right. I do not know what's going on. I just got up to this saddle, crossing over the other side of a ridge, And all afternoon, bumblebees are landing on my legs. And at first, it is that the wind crawling on my legs, and then the yellow jacket landed in there and took a chunk out of me. But the bumblebees thing is really caught it. But the bumblebee thing is really puzzling me. I don't know if it's, I got this nice cut earlier. I don't know if that's coming through or not. I went up to get water and did a little slide into a nice stick sticking out. Here comes, God, they're just driving me batty. No. Yeah, I gotta get going, man. Can't sit still. Ciao. Today is Tuesday, July, anybody?
13.
July 13th. And I officially just got my ass kicked by two things. One was this climb, and the second was by this guy, Hightower. I stupidly said at the bottom of this climb, would you mind putting it in first gear and going slow so I can try and keep up with you, and it'll give me emotional support so I can make this climb easier. What the hell was I thinking? So I tried to keep up with this guy in his first gear, and it was awesome. Hightower, thank you.
No worry.
Man, I mean, seriously, thank you. Because I got up here a lot faster than I would have, and the motivation helped.
I'll tell you what, my second gear turned into first gear towards the end. That was brutal and hot.
Yeah. Yeah, and that would climb is how many miles?
Oh, that was only 3.5 mile climb.
Only 3.5 mile climb. And it was steep.
Oh, yeah.
That was a legit climb.
Yeah.
I mean, that had some, that had elements of the High Sierra climbs.
Oh, yeah.
It got us to this beautiful view of the lake, which we can see because there's not too much smoke here. But if you look past there, the ridges just fade away because there's a lot of smog, or smoke. And now it's all downhill, right?
Should be.
All downhill, and we're heading to Aetna. And I am buying this man a cold beer, maybe two, because that was worth it, helping me get up the mountain. Dude, thank you again.
Glad to reciprocate as well.
Yeah, awesome, man.
Fun.
All right, happy trails, people. Okay, today's Tuesday, July 13th or something like that. And I made it from I-5 and Soda Creek Road to Etna in 4 days. Got in this afternoon, got to the trailhead, and there were two guys, Moda and Robert, who were just hanging around up there, old friends, and they immediately gave me and Hightower a ride into town. And then from town, we went to Paystreak Brewery. It was the only place open in town, food-wise. And I had like an amazing Reuben sandwich. The sauce on this thing was absolutely delicious. And then Jim and Janelle, two locals actually from the Pacific Grove area down near Monterey, moved up here like 22 years ago or something like that. Both retired from the police force, law enforcement, and in Monterey. And they bought us a couple beers to go with our dinner, me and Hightower. And it was the greatest way to recover, because today the heat and the climbs were really tough. I was wiped out and worn. Hot and sweaty. It was a really tough day. So to get this kind of a payoff at the end of the day is just phenomenal. But check this out. This is the town. It's a really cute town, but it feels weird because there's cars and there's no people and there's no sound. I mean, other than maybe an air conditioner or something. And it's a really cute town. There's a hardware store. and healing. And I just had the greatest evening. We were wiped out today, just absolutely spent, and ended up just having a wonderful evening. So thank you again. Thank you again to Jim and Janelle for those beers. Hightower and I are greatly appreciative of it. And also to Robert and Moda for the ride into town and the wonderful reception we got at Paystreak, where we had really great food. That Reuben sandwich was a real surprise, and I'm delighted. Now I'm on my way to Ray's, the grocery store, to buy me some materials that I need to make a root beer float, because even though I ate, I'm still starving, and I've been dreaming about a root beer float. So I'm gonna get a root beer float, and then Hightower and I are gonna share a room for the evening. Got 2 double beds, so I get a shower and probably air conditioning and a refrigerator, and I can eat some more, and I'm just stoked. Talk to you all later. All right, I think it's like 9 o'clock. It's beautiful and warm. I went into Ray's. I got my A&W root beer. I got my Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream. They gave me a cup and a spoon and a straw, and I'm making a root beer float. Yeah! And it's warm still at 9 o'clock. What a payoff this
Dude, I don't think you can see it, but a ton of bats just launched. Cars coming by, but just moments ago there was a whole, you can still see some of them maybe.